So today we are going to talk about the pattern. Okay, so what shall we pre-study? Okay, the visual pattern, which is related to pictures. What vocab we will encounter here? The vocabulary pattern. What's pattern? It's an added ordered set of number or subjects. Okay, and what is the pattern unit? It's the part of pattern that repeats. So in this visual pattern, okay, the pattern unit helps you predict what comes next. If we see this figure, we can see, okay, there is a yellow square and a red circle. Then I find there is another yellow square and red circle, then another one and another one. So what happens here? This means this pattern unit is two shapes long, which are the yellow square, and the red circle, and they are repeated. Okay, so if we want to check what we've learned so far, so name the pattern unit to predict what comes next and circle it. Okay, so we can see that they are all, the first row are all circles. There is a green circle, and after that a yellow or an orange circle. Then it's repeated, so it goes like green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. So if we want to complete, what will happen? We will draw extra two circles. The first one will be green and the second one will be yellow. Then if we go to the second row, we will find they're all blue. Okay, but what are blue? Oh, a triangle, then a square. So let's start from the beginning. Triangle, then a square, triangle, and then a square, triangle and square, triangle and square. So basically we will draw another triangle and another square, then we color both of them in blues. Okay, then for the third row, what happens? We find there is a pineapple and two apples, then a pineapple and two apples, then a pineapple and two apples. So the repeated pattern here is what? The pineapple and the two apples. These are the sets of figures that are repeated. So I'm gonna draw a pineapple, then extra two apples, and of course I color them, so to complete the pattern. Okay, and for the practice, let's extend the pattern, and the first one is done, so we have to follow. The first row, they are all leaves, a green and a brown, green, brown, green, brown. So of course we're gonna draw a green leaf, then a brown leaf. For the second one, they are all hearts, but the first one is blue, second is red, blue, red, blue, red. Then of course we're gonna have blue, then red. For the third row, we got one, then two, one and two, one, two. So this basically means that we're gonna draw or write one, then two. For the next row, we got a circle, then a diamond. So from the beginning, circle, diamond, then circle, diamond, then circle and diamond. So in order to complete, we're gonna draw a circle and then a diamond. For the next row, we got a small red rose, then a big yellow flower. We can say rose because rose is a color. So we can say there is a small red and then a big yellow. Small red, big yellow, small red and big yellow. So obviously we're gonna have, and simply we're gonna draw extra. So we're gonna draw a red, and of course it's gonna be small red, then a big yellow. For the next row, they are all rectangles. Got a brown one, then after that a small green, then a small blue, then a big brown, small green, small blue. So of course we're gonna be a big brown, then a small green, and then a small blue. Now for the triangles, they are all triangles of the same size, but the first one is blue, second one is purple, then 2 blues, and after that 2 purples. So what happened? At the beginning they were both 1 and 1, and in the second they became 2 and 2. So in this case we're gonna draw 3 and 3. So we're gonna draw 6 triangles, and each triangle from the first 3 will be blue, and the extra 3 will be purple.
But this is for my hammer.
Then we go for the next one, which is, they are all circles. The first one we got is a green circle, then a yellow circle, then a red circle. Then what happened? We got 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 2 reds. So what's expected? That you are gonna increase the number by 1. So we're gonna have 3 greens, then 3 yellows, then 3 reds. Now to the next page, we are gonna learn about the number patterns. Okay, what we got in the previous pages, or what we said so far, is dealing with the shape pattern. Now we have number pattern. What happens here? Okay, what vocab we're gonna learn? The number pattern. What is it? It's a list of numbers that follow a certain rule. So all what we need to do is to find the rule. Okay, so number patterns. In the number pattern, the pattern rule describes what's happening in the pattern. Let's look at the number pattern. We got 14, 24, 34, and 44. What happens? The number 14 turns to be 24. How this can happen? We added 10. Then this 24 became 34. So this means we added another 10. Then the rule is to add 10 each time. So the 34, you're gonna add 10, it becomes 44. So the pattern rule is plus 10. So what happens? The tens digits increase by 1, and each number increases by 10. Let's have a little check. Use the pattern rule to extend the pattern. Okay, they already wrote you a pattern with the rule. So what we have to complete? So we got 15, and then plus 5. This means we're adding 5, so it became 20. Then another plus 5 becomes 25. Plus 5 is 30. Then plus 5 is 35. Then 35 plus 5, what will get us? We will get 40. Then this 40 plus another 5 becomes 45. Now to the second row. 27 plus 3 becomes 30. And 30 plus 3 becomes 33. Then 33 plus 3 becomes 36. 36 plus 3 becomes 39. So 39 plus 3, it will get you 42. Then 42 plus 3 is 45. To the following row, we got 96 minus 10, it became 86. Then minus 10 became 76, and minus 10 becomes 66, and minus 10 becomes 56. Then minus 10, what will get you? We got 46, and then 46 minus 10 is 36. Now, what happened in this practice? They want you to discover the pattern rule, then you write the missing numbers, and they put you a box for the rule. So you have to notice the ones in the first row: 20, then 22, then 24, then 26. What happens? The 20 became 22 by adding 2, and 22 became 24 by adding 2, and 24 became 26 by adding 2. So the rule here is plus 2 or adding 2. So we'll continue from then. So 26 plus 2 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 30. So 70, 65, 60, and 55. So if we take away 5 from the 70, it becomes 65. And if we take 5 from the 65, it becomes 60. Then we take another 5, it becomes 55. So the rule here is taking away 5 or minus 5. So 55 minus 5 equal 50, and 50 minus 5 is 45. Then 83, 73, 63, 53. So 83 became 73 by taking away 10. And if I take another 10, it becomes 63. Another 10, 53. So we will take away 10. So the rule is minus 10. Then 53 minus 10 is 43. And 43 minus 10 is 33. "12, 23, and 34, then 45. 12 plus 11 gets you 23, and 23 plus another 11, 34, plus another 11, 45. So the rule is adding 11. So 45 plus 11 becomes 56, and 56 plus 11 is 67. Now in this case we are to find also the pattern, then find the pattern rule, then complete the patterns. So you got 21, 31, 41, 51. So it's obvious we are adding 10. So it's plus 10. Then 51 plus 10 is 61. 61 plus 10 is 71. For the second one, we got 54, 56, 58, 60. So each time we are adding 2. So 54 plus 2, 56, plus 2, 58, plus 2 is 60. Then 60 plus 2 is 62, then 62 plus 2 is 64. Now 49 became 46, then 46 became 43, then 43 became 40. So it's obvious that we are taking away 3 each time, so the rule is minus 3. So 40 minus 3 is 37, and 37 minus 3 is 34. Then we go to 10 became 22, then 22 became 34, then 34 became 46. So what happened? So this means that the 10 became 22 by adding 12. So the rule is adding 12. So 46 plus 12 is 58, and 58 plus 12 is 70. So now let's find the rule and then we extend the pattern. So the first one is 30, 40, 50, 60. So it's obvious that we are adding 10. So 60 plus 10 is 70, then 70 plus 10 is 80. Then 39, 35, 31, 27. So what happens here? 39 became 35, so we are taking away how many? We're taking away 4. So 39 minus 4 is 35. 35 minus 4 is 31. Then 31 minus 4 is 27. Then 27 minus 4 is 23. Then 23 minus 4 is 19. To the next one, 98, 88, 78, 68. So we are taking away 10 this time. So 68 minus 10 is 58. 58 minus 10 is 48. Then 63, 66, 69, 72. So we are adding up 3 this time. So 72 plus 3 is 75. 75 plus 3 is 78. So 72 plus 3, 75, and 75 plus 3 is 78. Now 33, 37, 41, and 45. This time we are adding 4. So 45 plus 4 is 49, and 49 plus 4 is 53. Then 120, 125, 130, and 135. So this time we are adding up 5. So 135 plus 5 is 140. 140 plus 145 plus 5 is 145. And for the challenge, so find the rule and extend the pattern. We have to find the rule between each two numbers. So 30 became 35 by adding 5. Then 35 became 33 by subtracting 2. Then 33 became 38 by adding 5. And 38 became 36 by subtracting 2. And 36 became 41 by adding 5. And 41 became 39 by taking away 2 or by subtracting 2. So the rule here is to add 5, then after I get the result I subtract 2. So 39 plus 5 is 44, and 44 minus 2 is 42. Then let's go to the learn. Okay, in this pattern you can predict what might come next in the pattern. How can this come? If you look at the far left, we have got 2 squares and the number 2. Then after the 2 squares you got another 4, so the 2 became 4. And then after the 4 squares you find 6 squares, so became 6. So what happened? They were 2, then became 4, became 6. So the rule is adding 2 each time. So what do you expect to come next after the 6? We will add 2, it will become 8, so we should draw 8 squares. And each step 2 more squares, then the last step, so the squares are added to the sides. So the next step has 8 squares. For this check, let's extend the pattern, write the number of the items we draw. They already made you the drawing for the sequence and the number. So the first one we got 2 triangles, then 3, then 4, then 5. Then what should come next is 6. So, and what about these 6? They are gonna be 3 pairs which are opposite to each other, like they are drawn. Then for the bricks, we got just 1. Then after that we got 3. Then after that we got 5. Then after that we got 7. So what happens? Each time for the bottom row we add 1, and for the first row we add another 1. So it was 1, then the 3, 2 bricks at the bottom, then 1. And for the 5, 3 bricks at the bottom, then 2 bricks on top of them. And for the 7, we got 4 bricks at the bottom, then 3 bricks on the top. So number 9, or the pattern that have 9, we should have 5 bricks at the bottom and then 4 bricks on top of them. And now let's practice. They said draw what might come next in the pattern, and we write the number of items in each step. So the first one, we got just 1 circle. The second drawing, we got 2 circles. So the first one was 1 and then 2. Then 3 circles, this means 3. Then 4 circles, this means 4. Then 5 circles, so we have 5. And then for the triangles, we got just 1 for the first pattern, then 3 triangles, then after that 6 triangles, then after that 10 triangles. So what can we discover? And the 1 became 3 by adding up 2, and the 3 became 6 by adding up 3, and the 6 became 10 by adding up 4. So what expecting, or what's the rule? The rule that we are gonna add 5 this time. So 10 plus 5 is gonna be 15, and we're gonna draw 15 triangle. The very bottom row should have 5 triangles. The row above it will have 4. Then the next one will have 3. The next one will have 2, and the last one will have just 1. And for the squares, we got 3. Then after the 3 we got 6, and after the 6 we got 9, and after 9 we got 12. So we expect that we're adding 3 each time, so the last one should have 15. So 12 plus 3 is 15. And of course we're gonna draw 5 rows, not 4 rows. So we have 5 rows and each row contains 3 squares. Then to this pattern we got 3 at the beginning, then after then became 5, and after then we get 7, and after then we get 9. What happens? At the beginning we got 2 vertical and 2 horizontal and 1 vertical. For the next one we got 3 horizontal and 2 vertical. Then after that 4 horizontal, 3 vertical, then 5 horizontal, 4 vertical. Then we have 6, 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. So we got 6 horizontal and 5 vertical. Then for the pattern we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 circles. Then after the 4 circles we got 2, 4, 5. Then we got 9, and after the 9 we got 16. And for the last one we get 25. Okay, and it depends. We are the first one we got 3 circles for the bottom, then 1 on the top. Then after that we got 5, then 3, then 1. Then after that we got 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. Then after the 7 we got 5, and then 3, then 1. So what do we expect we get at the end? We got 9 at the top, at the bottom. Then after that 7 circles, and after that 5 circles, and then 3 circles, then 1 circle. And for draw your own pattern, we can have 1 circle, then 3, that forms like an L shape, then 5, so we increase, we have 3 in each row, and each or the row has the equal numbers of the columns. In this case of the 5 we got 3 in the column and 3 in the row. Number 7 we got 4 in the row and 4 in the column and row. And the last one is 9, so we got 5 for the row and 5 for the column. And thank you very much.